You had just you had crossed a river successfully through a variety of means. Um, the going had improved somewhat in the sense of you no longer felt that you were um, kind of traveling through some kind of shallow bog, but the kind of ground's becoming a little bit more hilly. Um, Still broadly comfortable though, for probably more comfortable for the carts. And there was some of you were deciding to assist the caravan with its pony care or donkey care. Um, and you had reached the outskirts of what you believe or what been described to you maybe as the Nile Marches, and you could sort of see signs of sort of decades of deforestation. And I believe it had sort of at this point it was kind of getting close to dusk, and the caravan had stopped and was kind of preparing to kind of pitch for the night. And I think that's where we left it.
Seems about right.
No more eating ponies.
Yeah. Tiny and Xana will probably be spending a lot of time helping Anna. Because now they've stopped, there's loads of work to do, and Tiny's arrangement with the caravan is very much one of him providing services. I think you've all made your own independent arrangement as to how you are looking to serve the caravan on this journey. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do? You can see the actual Nile Marches, the non-deforested part of it, sort of the outline that kind of completely dominates the horizon.
Aye.
After I finish caring for ponies, I kind of want to go around and sing to try to keep spirits up.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to do a dramatic play instead because I have a lot more points in act.
Okay, you kind of look around and you realise that because most of the caravan is made up of teamsters who are actually kind of the oil that greases the caravan wheels, as it were. Everyone looks very busy, so you probably think it's probably going to be a good hour until they're kind of, you might have an audience that might be attentive, shall we say.
Oh, well, I'm going to attempt to just sing then.
It's good, so please sing away. Very good. And what kind of song are you going to sing?
What shall you do with a drunken sailor? What shall you do with a drunken sailor? What shall you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey up she rises.
Okay, very good.
Just kind of like seeing she deities on the land, you know?
Yeah, well, the
where shanty is a well-respected form.
Yes.
And there's a lot of travel by river. It is, travel by river is the main form of transport. So, you do have people who sail or navigate the rivers. The teamsters know your song well and appreciate your voice, and which to Haya and Sakel will both kind of can both kind of come to their own judgment, but certainly your companion is not terrible. And some of the teamsters kind of pick up the tune, as it seems to be providing a bit of motivation for their work in this kind of cloying sort of light drizzle that that seems to be sort of the norm around here at this time of year. What would Hyatt and Sakel like to do?
Well,
You notice you can see Matthias and Tiny are putting up his pavilion tent. You may get sight of Anna, who looks like she's barking orders and trying not to tear her hair out.
Haya and Sakel feel it's dark now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of twilight.
Oh, okay. They feel a little strange not being able to peer into the darkness and see everything plain as day. Because Haya's magic, the one that made them look like elves, it stole their dark vision.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the trade-off.
In which case, then, yes, you might feel a little uncomfortable. And you kind of peer at this obvious deforestation, and then looking into that sort of forest. It's a large forest. It does dominate the horizon, with a slight sense of foreboding.
I think... Haya tells her brother that she's going to stay here and meditate on their current situation, and asks if he'll go maybe talk to Matthias.
Okay. It's easy to find Matthias. He's barking orders whilst swigging from a outlandishly large tankard that he has. Some of which you notice is kind of dribbling down his fulsome beard. It might be Sakel's imagination, but he might be the first time you've seen him look slightly stressed.
So, Sakel, looking like an elf rather than a drow now, waves to Matthias, and the spell makes them look like elven analogues of their drow selves.
Okay.
So, he's recognizable. It's just, his skin is now a non-purplish shade.
That's one of the most situational spells there is.
It really isn't. Everybody hates drow. It's one of the unifying themes of the Pathfinder setting. Fuck drow.
Fuck
And
drows.
I have emphasized that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
So,
like every time I
it's
just
more
look at that spell,
useful.
it's just like, wow, that is interesting.
Ishi.
It's more useful than you might think.
Yep. Imagine being a black guy in an American Wild West game.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, so your Mattis is there. He's seen you. No. Welcome. Is your sister, isn't it? She around?
My sister's meditating,
Ah.
Sakal says. And Matthias probably notices that he hasn't heard the male drow's voice very often. It's always his sister doing the talking.
Let you off to talk on your own, did she?
Hmm.
Here. And he hands you his huge tank.
Sakal will hold that. Without much difficulty, probably.
Yeah.
He's a lot stronger than his build would suggest. Elves.
Do you plan to take any of it?
Yeah, he'll have some. I'll take a sip.
Okay.
He'll brag.
Yes, what it lacks in subtlety, it makes up for in punch.
Sakal's face just like scrunches, and then he passes it back. That's strong.
Good on good to keep you warm on an evening like this, no? So, what can I do for you?
I believe my sister's intent in sending me here was to tell you that the magic worked, as you can see.
Yes. Your sister is clearly well respected by the temple back in Mivon. I did not doubt.
You know,
Though I suspect your presence there would have been a little inconvenient, shall we say.
we are ill-liked among the surface kind. My sister, she, how shall I say, has hope that if we come to a place, we may be able to change the minds of those who dwell there, but we've done nothing but travel since we emerged from Sekamina.
Well, you are lucky. Lorena is a wise and brave woman. And she runs a very busy temple in Midden. They do like to find their own trouble if trouble can't find them.
She has a mission. Much like my sister. He his eyebrows kind of furrow a bit.
Did your sister have a view about there? He gestures. It's getting dark now. He gestures in towards the horizon point.
Yeah. The forest, he asks.
Tomorrow we need to go and venture in. Well, I do at least, to see one of the logging teams. We need wood to help build your sister's temple in this new settlement, wherever it's going to be.
Sakal nods. And he says, my sister and I have spoken at length about these sorts of things in our long confinement to our wagon. I might be able to answer any questions you have.
Now, good. Does she know the dwarf?
Dwarf? Which dwarf?
The one from the Order of Saren.
Sakal thinks back. I wonder how much Haya would be able to pick up, organizational knowledge-wise, from the other religious groups that existed in Niven.
You could do a roll. I'd allow that.
Righto. Let's see here. Knowledge religion, yes?
Klay, I think he called himself, although I'm sure he had a longer name.
Oh, wow.
Woohoo! Oh, wow.
Lucky.
Yeah. You remember there being talk of an order of Sarin in the Embeth Forest, which apparently is kind of south and slightly west from Niven. Apparently it's a really big forest, sort of similar sort of size to the Nile Marches, you think, from how it's described. It was a bit of a mysterious and dangerous place. This order, apparently they've been making some noises amongst the other temples, trying to kind of get their support to for a new settlement to the north of Niven. There'd been some dwarf who'd come looking around the Temple of Pharasma. In fact, yes, what was the name of that? That's right, Alvira. Yes, apparently the name Alvira rings a bell, but apparently he'd gone around a number of temples talking about some new settlement that was going to be built in the north, part way between Niven and Brevoy. And apparently the Order of Sarin was somehow involved. Sarin is kind of a chaotic-y, kind of fairly wild nature god. Kind of very much into, individuality, wild, kind of a sense of community, but not order. There, Sarin has the image of a giant boar. And they're known for their naked orgies.
Always a good
I'm sorry, I
thing to be
heard
known
naked
for.
orgies.
Always a good thing to be known for. Yeah, Sakella is no stranger to naked orgies. They worship Callistria a lot down in Sekamina.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, Klay never mentioned that, did he? So.
I bet. You know what? He actually did, but only obliquely. He's like, oh, Klay is very skilled. I was like, sure, buddy.
Part of his religious training, I guess.
Lovely.
That is lovely.
Yeah. So, there you go.
No, Sakell says, oh yes, that name, I remember. I think Alvira turned him away at the gate.
Alvira? Oh, yes, she's one of Lorina's juniors, yeah. Yes, I remember her, yes. Quite,
Yes, I smelled him before we heard him, but Sakell kind of smirks.
But I know the order. I do some work for them occasionally. They're a very self-sufficient bunch, but occasionally they need help. And of course, being a good and honourable merchant of renown, such as myself, obviously they come to me. I know Klay. We've done business before. He's a affable enough chap. Not always sure how much he's liked by the others, though.
Of his group, or
yeah, just the way they are with him. Not sure how much partnering up he gets, if you take my meaning.
Sakell just chuckles. Yes.
So, what I need to know is, are you and your sister joining? Anna and I when we go into the forest tomorrow. More the merrier in some ways, but obviously I wouldn't want well, how should we say, your current appearance to change to one more underground in nature. That might be awkward.
Sakel just goes, my sister's fairly committed to maintaining this particular enchantment.
No,
This
good.
transmutation, as it were.
No, I thought I'd ask.
It taxes her spellcasting significantly, though. She didn't say as much, but I can tell.
Ah, that's what prayers to gods are for, isn't it?
What do you expect we should meet in the forest, aside from elves and loggers?
Well, I'm hoping.
Or are the elves the loggers?
To meet any elves, if I'm honest. Not much of a friendly bunch by reputation. The elves of an our marches. But probably doesn't help that the Miranese keep on chopping down their trees. Probably makes them a bit grumpy, I expect. But there's a truce from what I understand, so hopefully nothing's changed around that. We'll need to go and talk to the loggers. They'll want to haggle for price, no doubt. I'm hoping not to be there too long, but we will need to drag the wood. We'll be we'll be leading a team of the ponies with us to do that.
Sakel says, my sister might be able to help with that. I hear there's magic that can make dragging things easier.
Oh, yes, I believe so. Yes. I might even know a thing or two myself. And he taps his nose. But there we are.
This one? Hi, this one.
So, good voice. Young Donovan has.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? I'm like levitating and like using mage hand to slowly push myself along with the caravan. So I'm just like above everybody seeing this.
Mind you, Mike, could you tell him to get down from there? He's that's the sort of thing that we don't want to be doing if we're going into the forest.
Yes.
We're there to buy wood. We're not there to attract attention. By the way, what kind of elf is he?
Donovan?
Yeah.
Sakel says, Sakel says, I am fairly convinced he's a drow. Or close to it.
Well,
that complexion, the eye color, the hair, they're all the marks of the curse.
Yeah. Well, I have one where you can have a collection.
He can pass much better than my sister and I, though. The pale ones there can get along much more easily under the sun.
Very good.
Scout just kind of sighs. He says,
what are you going to be thinking in this new settlement? If your sister doesn't know, well, you seem to know the order, but is your sister just going to, your sister's going to, sit in this temple and hope the locals don't mind drow?
Skel says, I was afraid you'd ask about her plan, because I'm not sure she has one.
I'm sure
It was-
she just hasn't told you yet.
he says, she starts out with an idea and then waits for a plan to come to her. She says it's Pharasma's will.
Nah,
She
that
would
sounds
work
like
out. She would work out well with
sounds like
Melina.
urgent to me. Not much further away from what I do. He looks at his tankard. Seems to be empty again. That won't do. Dumps into his tent.
Leaving Sakel behind.
Yep.
Sakel waits there for a second because he still has another question.
You can hear some banging and rummaging around going from inside. It goes on for a little while. Eventually, out comes a cheerful-looking Matthias with his small bucket of a tankard, slightly overfill, and he's kind of supping from it to save any precious spillage. Getting a reasonable amount now, coating his beard. Yes. Yeah. Well, was there something you wanted?
Yes. Yesterday, my sister and I went to talk to Anna.
Oh yes.
Anna. She has some kind of siege weapon.
Oh, that thing. Oh, yes. Well, yes.
I've seen devices of its.
Don't. Obviously, we don't look to use it. Only if we need to. Doesn't always work either. Quite loud when it does, though. Makes a lot of noise and a lot of smoke. Tends to be enough to send things on their way.
Sakel says, well, my sister might be able to help it work rather than fail.
Well, sure, Anna would appreciate that. She's quite fussy, though, about it. Doesn't like other people fiddling around with it. I fiddled around with it once. Stopped working for a while. It was very grumpy.
Sakel says, she has a way of making things turn out in our favor.
Ah, very resourceful, Anna is. That's why she's my second.
Well, I suppose that's it.
No,
Inter-
I advise that if it comes out at all, and I hope it doesn't, but if it does come out and it looks like it's going to get used, stand behind her. Don't be in front.
I wonder if she'd appreciate a spotter, Sakel says.
I'll have the chat with her. Oh, when your sister's finished her meditation, go and get her. I want to talk to her about tomorrow and the wooden things.
Very well.
And while you're at it, talk to that fella up there, the one with the good voice.
Way hey up she rises.
About
Get it
what?
out.
Sorry, I talked over you, Ego. I didn't hear.
Get him down and tell him to come here. I want to talk to him.
Straight away, then. Sakel says, like he's not really appreciating whatever this is.
Yeah, I mean, your companion may have a good voice, but the song's nonsense.
And like he doesn't remember the full song, so he just repeats like 2 verses over and over again.
you kind of get the impression that the rest of the Teamsters, or your audience, which is really the Teamsters, are probably of a similar ilk, and therefore they don't mind. Anyone kind of above the level of Teamsters starts to find it rather irritating.
Alright, so Sakal jogs off and finds it annoying that he can't see in the dark.
Yes.
But at least he can follow the sounds. And he goes up to Donovan.
I am, like, levitating, pushing myself along with Mage Hand.
Yep.
Sakal just goes, "Hey!"
I look down, mid-verse. What shall you do with... Oh, hello!
Matisse wants to see you.
Alright. Hey, you're that,
That what?
weren't you a drow yesterday?
Sakal just kind of, like, raises his eyebrows. He's like, "Is that really your main concern right now?"
Slightly.
Sakal just shakes his head and walks off back towards the Pharasmans.
Alright, see ya. I do my best to not look over towards the Pharasmans as he goes, and float down and walk over to the guys thing.
Or the garish red pavilion tent.
Yep.
There's faint light from within, coming no doubt from the lanterns and candles that you saw last time you were in there.
Kind of just like peek inside a little bit before like throwing back the entrance with my arms way up in the air. It's just like, hey, how you've been? It's been a while.
Yeah, you notice the place is a bit tidier than before. There's Matthias sitting in his overly large chair, drinking from a bucket with a handle. And sort of looking longingly over towards where the food was the last time you were here, and where currently there is nothing.
I look over there. Slightly sad there isn't more chicken.
There's nothing at the moment.
Yeah, sorry I've been keeping the ponies alive recently.
Oh, no, very good, very good. Yes, Anna mentioned something. Yes, thank you for that. Useful. We tend to lose quite a few.
Yeah, I've noticed.
It's cost of doing business.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's no food at the moment. Still being made. Some problem apparently with the drizzle outside, but you're welcome to come in and sit on one of the stalls. I'm sure I can find something in my chest here to your liking. Let's have a look. He starts rummaging around. Wine? Are you a wine person?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There we are. Let me grab this. He uncorks the bottle. Smells it. No, maybe not that one. Puts the cork back in. Hear a clank of bottles. Picks another one out. Uncorks it. Much better. And he rummages around, finds two very nice looking goblets. Look like they're probably worth a bit of money. And pours some wine into each, and then sort of hands you one of them. Yeah, that's a lot of wine. it's like half a bottle he's just poured into this rather nicely carved goblet.
I kind of just like look at it a little bit and take a sip.
It's quite good.
Huh. I take a large swig.
It's definitely quite good.
So, did you like the song? I wasn't sure if you heard it from down here.
No, I'm sure the teams just enjoyed it well enough. I clearly have a good voice. I might prefer other ditties myself, but you said you would provide some entertainment, and so far you seem to have. I would ask, though, when you're performing, maybe if you are less ostentatious, less of the in the air and flying around. It draws attention. Not the kind of attention that's good necessarily for business.
Oh. Alright,
And it was something to business, and I wanted to talk to you about. We're tomorrow we're going to be going into the Nile Marches, that big forest over there. Going to talking to some woodcutters about buying some trees they've felled. I wanted to understand whether or not you were accompanying us or not.
I most likely would.
See? Ideally, we will be in the forest for a very short amount of time, as short as possible. We will have some ponies with us, though, who will be carrying or dragging the lumber. If you are coming along, I would obviously appreciate anything you could do to assist them, and maybe make a special effort to not to entertain quite so much. Anna and I are keen to avoid any elven entanglements. Quite grumpy, the elves in an Nile March. It's not surprising because
I'm not quite so good with elves, but if we come across any fae, I might be able to help out a lot more.
Well, I definitely don't really want to meet any fae.
Yes,
But if you can help with that, then that would be useful, yes. But the thing that worries, I think, is more likely is coming across some of the wild elves in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully I'll be able to help with some of that.
Yes. Particularly on the way back, when we'll be dragging rather a large amount of their fallen trees with us. I'm particularly looking forward to that conversation. If you take my meaning.
I actually didn't catch what you just said. It kind of cut out.
I said I'm particularly looking forward to bumping into the grumpy elves after we've bought the wood and the ponies are dragging their chopped trees down. I suspect that will definitely make them even grumpier.
Yeah.
If there is any trouble, and I'm not expecting there to be any, but if there is any trouble, how might you be able to be of assistance? As it's always useful when traveling with companions to understand capabilities.
Well, I'm not quite good at fighting, but I am good at things like this. I wave my hand, and using silent image, I make a... Actually, no, I would take my falchion off my back, kind of swing it around with a little bit of flair, slam it into the ground. Up next to me, like several swords pierce up and whoop and form into a warrior. Using ghost sound, I would make it sound like he's grunting a little bit.
Okay. You have some skill with imagery, I see.
Yes, it's rather interesting you were able to recognize that. I believe you have some skill in magic yourself.
No. Being a merchant who travels around Riverlands, it's helpful to dabble now and again. And occasionally I come across old scroll cases or chiseled stone tablets. And once in a while they have something useful on them.
Interesting. I
But,
also have some fire at my disposal, but that's a lot harder for me to do than this.
Yeah, it's probably one to avoid using fire in the forest unless we really feel we have to.
Yes.
Yes. Grumpy elves is one thing. Angry elves I really don't want to be around for.
Yeah.
Mm.
But mostly I'm just good at easing tensions and stuff. I prefer not to be in a fight if possible.
Yes, well, fights are bad for business, so.
Yes.
Is there anything I should know about you that you might want to share with me before we go into the forest?
Yes. If there is a fight that happens, you're going to beat him anyways. Well, both of them, possibly. I would like to introduce you to Levi and Lily. And as I say this, Levi kind of like emerges from the ground behind me, rises slightly up, and looks over the tent. Hello. And Lily emerges from my chest and rolls around the tent. Oh, hello, how are you doing today? Oh, it's so nice to meet you people. Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lily. How are you doing?
He kind of looks mildly startled and then humps, starts getting out his pipe and filling it. Well, very nice to meet all of you, clearly. I had a feeling there was something about you.
Yes, I just didn't want anything to be a surprise if a fight broke out and they had to come help.
Well, yes. Well, useful, I guess. Well, I understand these wild elves, they think of themselves as quite spiritual themselves. Might not take too well to your friends.
I typically deal with fae and spirits that have anger towards the living, and rather than destroying them or banishing them or whatever, I do my best to make friends with them and make sure that they don't harm anybody, possibly send them on.
I make no judgment over what you do. I simply observe that others might, as I think you already know. And therefore, you might want to keep these two where they were unless things go bad. I guess if things go bad, then we're all worrying about whether we're going to live or not, and therefore, well, we've gone past worrying about upsetting anyone at that stage. Does that seem reasonable, Donovan?
Yeah, I'm very much hoping that there isn't a fight that happens, but I'm looking forward to continuing this journey.
Yes. Well, after we stop here, then we agreed, I think, that we were going to make a decision, weren't we, about whether we continue on in the forest or we go over the hills. That was what we agreed, wasn't it?
Could you say that again? It's cutting out.
Well, I said that once we've picked up the wood here, we agreed that we'd have a discussion about whether or not we'd go with the original plan, which was to continue within the forest, using it for cover and shelter, as well as provisions, or we would leave the forest and look to travel over the hills, the cane lands, I believe they're called.
Yes, for that I'm going to very staunchly stand on going for the hills. But it's not entirely my decision to say where we go. It is actually yours. And we'll have that discussion with the...
It is mine, but I like to run a happy ship, as it were, even if it's a land ship. And some of you have experiences and maybe counsel that may be of use. Now that I know that you have some aptitude with the spirits, perhaps I feel a bit more comfortable about crossing the cane lands, as that was the thing I was probably most worried about. If we encounter such things, there's not much that Anna's bang stick or necessarily my arts will particularly help with.
As I said, especially with spirits, I'm mostly good at just, making it where there isn't a fight. If it ever comes to straight up combat, we do have those Pharasman priests with us. That would probably be more useful in an actual fight than I would be.
No, that's yes, hi, yes. She's the one we're getting the wood for. She's the reason we've got to go into the forest in the first place. Building a temple for her. We are at this new settlement.
Which is good. The road of Pharasma needs to be spread.
Are you going to this new settlement as well? I'm trying to remember why you were...
I'm just traveling through the area, really. It's... Got to see the world, see what all's out there.
Well, you're quite a bold fellow. It's not the safest of the journeys I've done, this one.
Yes, but a lot of issues can be easily solved with I kind of motion towards the hulking thing that I haven't dispelled yet next to me, and just floating away from it.
Well, I guess, yes, a bit like Anna's boomstick. It'll put off most things.
Yes.
Now, useful to know. Thank you. Well, I didn't have anything else to say unless you had any questions.
No, I don't. Kind of just like awkwardly shuffled towards the outside of the tent.
Okay. Well,